This Pioneer CT-F615 has no line fuse in it for overcurrent protection. Okay, so without this fuse that we're going to be putting in here, if something were to go wrong with it inside, see the filament of a standard house fuse? While it's taking time to burn that out, it could be damaging the unit, and it could possibly start a fire if the power transformer overheats and the cord gets too hot. And also the fuse I showed you there for the house fuse is equivalent to your 15 or 20 amp household circuit breaker. So if you take a close look at this fuse, I'll zoom in on it. See how small that filament is? That will burn out before damage to the equipment and possibly a fire starting. So we'll drill a hole here to mount the fuse block. And we'll put it right on here somewhere. I'm going to see where I'm going to want to put it. I'm going to put it about right here. So I'll drill my hole about right there. And I'll take a bigger bit here and I'll just ream the little burrs off. And I can't quite get to those, so I'll use a pair of side cutters to get this. So now we'll get our vacuum cleaner. Okay, so now we can open this little tie here. And you'll see a cap here. And we'll just cut this off. Okay, so we will use our sandpaper here and we'll sand the So we'll take our cord side here, strip it, get our strands twisted together, and we'll take our transformer side here, strip it, so we'll use flux. So we will clean the tip of the soldering iron. Okay, so first I'll put the wire in through the hole in the back here. I'll use the pliers, go down, and I'll bring the back up there so it's flat. I take the solder, I'll dip it into some flux, and I'll put some flux on the top. I'll get some on the bottom there too. Put some solder on my iron. And this is what you call a drop solder there. I'll heat the wire and the terminal. And there's a very nice clean solder joint. I'm going to let that cool a minute. Then I'll take and do the same thing on this side. I put the, make sure no strands are coming through. I go in through the back. I'll take the pliers, go down, bring the back up a little bit. Put some flux there. Put some solder on my iron. There, I got a nice solder joint there. So I'll bend these up a little bit so they're pointing up. When I'm done with the soldering iron, I'll tin it. And I'll unplug it. I'll close the flux up. Okay, so we have to put a piece of plastic behind this fuse block. Because see these rivets here, they come through the block, so I'm going to get it underneath it and cover it. And I'll put a hole right in the middle here. Now this is made for isolating those metal rivets from the chassis. And I'll cut that off there. Now I like to do this for a little extra protection. Take some electrical tape. Okay, I got 3 layers of electrical tape there. I'll just cut the excess off there. And now I'll poke my hole through the electrical tape. I'll put my screw through the block here. I'll put the electrical tape side facing down. Get it all nice and straight so it looks like factory work. Okay, now we can put these wires back into this wrap around here. Okay, so now we're ready to put our fuse in. And now this unit has overcurrent protection for fire safety and protection of the electronics inside. And surprisingly, this unit was UL listed without any overcurrent protection in it. I will also put a little Loctite on this so that it doesn't loosen up. Thanks for watching.